佐々木朗希、本拠地ドジャースタジアム初登板で課題露呈も、指揮官ロバーツ監督、心配はない、と擁護。日本時間3月30日、ドジャースタジアムで行われたタイガース戦後の番組で、ロサンゼルス、ドジャースの若きエース候補、佐々木朗希の本拠地デビュー戦が注目を集めた。期待された佐々木だが、制球が定まらず序盤から苦戦。試合後の本人インタビューでは、緊張はなかったが、フォームの感覚がつかめず、特に速球がうまくコントロールできなかった、と技術面の課題を認めた。専門家たちも分析の中で、ストライクゾーンへの制球力不足が相手打者に狙われた原因、と指摘。しかしチームを率いるデーブ・ロバーツ監督は、若い投手がメジャーリーグという新しい環境になれるのは当然のプロセス。朗希には不安を感じていないし、我々も最大限サポートしていく、と力強く擁護した。同僚のウィル・スミスやフレディ・フリーマンも、彼なら必ずすぐに立ち直るだろう、と温かいエールを送った。佐々木朗希の試合後インタビューやチーム関係者のコメントの詳細は、この後日本語字幕付き映像でお届けする。
Arco, top tier stat line, Jerry. The Dodgers did this all season long last year, doing it again in 2025. Already their fourth come from behind win when they're 5-0.
I love they're doing it in different ways. You saw the long ball, they grind that at bats, going the other way, coming up clutch with 2 outs. It has been fun to watch. More of the same the rest of the way.
Especially the way this lineup swings the bat. You never feel like this team is out of the game as they come back and win it tonight. 7-3. That's my son on TV. Oh my gosh, he's on right now. What up, Peyton? All right, let's go inside the clubhouse. Roki Sasaki is standing by talking with the media.
Roki, when you look at your outing today, would you say that it was more just nerves the moment that maybe the game sped up on you? Or did you find that you were maybe missing something a little bit mechanically when it came to your delivery?
今日振り返ってみて、緊張していたのか、それとも、ちょっとメカニクス的に何か欠けていた部分が、あったのか。
技術的なところで、コントロールしきれなかったというか、はい。本当にストレートも、フォークも、スライダーが、かろうじて少し良かったぐらいで、それ以外は本当に全体的にスピードもコントロールも、良くなかったかなと思います。
Yeah, overall, I didn't feel like I had a great feel for my mechanics. My slider felt pretty good, but my fastball split, velo-wise, command-wise, wasn't there.
These first 2 outings, obviously, whether it's Major League debut, first game here at Dodger Stadium, is there something to just now being past those 2, the emotional moments of the beginning of your career, and now being able just to kind of focus on the more of the success of just the regular season?
デビュー戦、今回ドジャースでの初登板っていうのを、乗り越えて、次からは、集中できそうですかね、と。
そうですね。今回も特に、変な緊張とかはなく、挑めてはいたんですけど、もう本当にシンプルに技術不足かなとは思っています。
Yeah, I felt like I was able to get into the game pretty well without any nerves. Just didn't feel like I had the stuff today.
All right, so we just heard Roki talking about it. No, Omar, he didn't feel the same nerves that he was feeling in Japan. He just felt like he didn't have the stuff today. And we were talking while watching the game, like, this looks like it's something other than nerves tonight. And he was just out of sorts. What did you see from him?
Yeah, he was talking about it. He was talking about the mechanics. Says, I couldn't be consistent with mechanics. And because of that, I wasn't able to have my fastball command. We're going to go to the K zone, and we're going to have a look at some of the outings. And we talk about that fastball command. That is key. I mean, if you do that, then, the opposing team has to be aware of it. But here it is. He's 2-0. You got that fastball. It just kind of runs away. They kind of wanted to more get it in on the hands, and that runs away over the plate, and they go the other way. Here it is, 3-2. Now, 2-0, you're behind in the count, so it allows them to stay on that fastball. 3-2, you're still battling. At this time, the other team recognized, listen, he does not really have the command of the fastball. You're kind of looking for it. You're looking over a certain part of the plate. He's finding him falling behind, and you can just kind of wait and sit on it. There was a 1-2 pitch. couldn't finish him off there, but you're still thinking he doesn't have the breaking ball right now exactly the way he wants it. The fastball's all over the plate. And what you end up doing as an opposing team and as opposing hitter is you start keyholing. You say, listen, I can look for my spot that I know that I'm going to be able to do damage in. I don't have to worry about how he wants to pitch me. I just have to look at my area because he can't find that. And if he makes a mistake over my area, then I could take advantage of that. And even the ones that might be borderline close, you end up taking them because he can't end up finding the zone quite as often. So he really needs to find that consistency with his mechanics and has to establish. He mentioned about his breaking ball felt pretty good. Well, he has to establish the fastball in order for those other pitches to be effective.
Listen, this kid has elite stuff. He definitely has the want-to. He definitely has the makeup. And you're right, John. Tonight wasn't about nerves. It was more mechanical. I think the biggest thing is we talked about in the pregame show. I know exactly what the hitting coaches, big league hitters are talking about. When they saw his first start, 5 base on balls, I knew what the Tigers were going to do. You got to prove to me you can throw in the middle of the plate and throw strikes. That's why Nomar is saying, I'm going to pick a zone, and if he doesn't come in that zone, I'm not swinging. That's what the Tigers did in that first inning and in that second inning. He's going to make his adjustments. He's going to need to tinker something in his mechanics to be more consistent. Once he finds that, no question in my mind, he can be an elite pitcher.
You know, there's young guys. We've seen some young guys in the past on the Dodgers, such as Gavin Stone. I look at a young Julio Reyes. Remember how they used to try to go the outside in? We talked about it, trying to catch the corners with some of their pitches rather than trusting going middle and away. And once they recognized and had the confidence that they can do it at this level, then they were, you know, skies was the limit for those guys. So same thing for Roki. Once he realized that he has a step that plays when he can go middle out, then we're going to see him go take off.
Trust your stuff. I know there's a lot of guys that come here and they're a little concerned about big league hitters, but man, with his stuff, trust that stuff sometimes. Hopefully he gets it ironed out before his next start, likely next weekend in Philadelphia. Jerry Carl's Jr. moment of the game. It's pick your poison time for A.J. Hinch. He's going to walk Shohei intentionally to get to Teoscar.
Yeah, you got to walk the MVP, Shohei, because that's the move, little righty on righty. But remember, Teoscar Hernandez, we saw it last season, clutch when we needed it most here. 2-run double. Shohei scoring from first on the extra base hit on his giddy-up. It's Teoscar Hernandez. You know who I am.
Doesn't matter if it's the right play, Nomer. As a hitter, you take that personally. I don't care if Babe Ruth's getting walked or Barry Bonds getting walked intentionally for you.
Each and every time you take it personal and you listen, your thought is, I'm going to make them pay, and that's what he did.
You know what he did? He mentioned Babe Ruth first because he played against Babe Ruth. I noticed that. If you're that old, yes.
Dodgers 7-3 winners. 3 more home runs for them tonight. The first of the year off the bat of Will Smith. Let's hear from him right now. He's inside the clubhouse.
With his performance, with being a young pitcher, I mean, when you kind of think about what you saw from Yoshinobu last year, and even just from you, kind of your experience going into the big leagues, do you feel like it takes time just to kind of get used to in the transition for a young player like him?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Dodger Stadium's intimidating. It's, you know, there's 4 decks here. It's loud. It's fun. You know, it takes a lot to be able to perform here. You know, again, we have full confidence in Roki. You know, he'll settle in. He'll start pitching better. He'll start dominating the zone, and he'll be really good for us.
And then just for you personally, with the bat, obviously the big swing tonight, where are you feeling just when it comes to your quality of at-bats and kind of being locked in?
Yeah, you know, they will just get a changeup up in the zone today, get it out, get it in the air, and get it out of the park. Yeah, feel good overall, seeing the ball well, just trying to take good at-bats.
Well, piecing together 7 guys like that, I mean, you guys worked that to perfection last year. It's not easy. I mean, can you just describe how difficult that is?
Yeah, I mean, we've had to do it a lot, you know, just, you know, a lot in my tenure as a Dodger for 6 years now or whatever. It's fun. It's, you know, those guys are ready for it whenever that happens to pick the starter up. You know, like they say, they're dogs down there. So, you know, we're fortunate to have all of them. They went out tonight and you know, put a bunch of zeros.
Well, Roki referenced some mechanical problems that he thought he had. That's something to feel kind of off. What did you see?
Yeah, maybe some mechanical stuff. You know, he just can never really settle in. You know, it's hard for a pitcher to get settled in. You know, it usually takes maybe some good luck or a good pitch or two just to, you know, breathe. And, you know, that wasn't able to happen tonight. But, you know, back to, you know, a good bullpen this week and, you know, expecting to go out next week and, you know, dominate.
No Mookie Betts tonight for the Dodgers, a scheduled night off after hit 2 home runs last night. Nomar in this series. The Dodgers hit 9 home runs. They hit 3 in each of the 3 games in the sweep.
Yeah, we know the Dodgers have a lot of power up and down the lineup. We know that. We also know they don't have to rely on it. But when you take quality at bats and the type of power that these guys have, yes, they're going to knock them out of the ballpark. They had some clutch. They had some great home runs, timed home runs, but they also had some clutch hits. You know, we saw Teoscar Hernandez. We were just showing how it was the double down the line. We saw in last night, I know it was a walk-off home run that won it, but prior to that, it was a hit by Conforto. You got a hit by Will Smith as well. It wasn't always the long ball. It's the little things that end up leading to some of those big hits, but they can beat you in so many different ways on the offensive side.
And that's the key right there. And they understand it. And these home runs that we're watching here are products of just great swings, especially with runners on. Guys sometimes slide step, and these guys are taking short, compact swings. Here, first pitch breaking ball, nobody on. Tommy Edman, that is a short, compact swing. And they understand that they don't need to try to hit home runs because with their great swing and their great power, naturally they will hit home runs. But I love they're scoring in a variety of different ways, and that's how you win championships.
Second straight night, Freddie Freeman has gone deep here at Dodger Stadium. Let's hear more from Fab Five Freddie. He's talking with the media.
Just how impressive you've been with the way you guys have started this season. Like, obviously you have all the ceremonies going on, you have the trip, but just what have you made of it?
Yeah, I think we've been able to compartmentalize. You know, I think it's been a great weekend. You appreciate what we did last year, celebrate it with our fans this whole weekend, and then go out there and play the games and win the games. So I thought today was a special job from our bullpen. That's hard to do, especially early on in the season when I know we're trying to preserve arms and keep them, and for them to come out there and do what they did tonight, that's as good as it gets.
You said you were kind of like trying to get your swing back in sync, like as a
I mean, a little better. Yeah, the last couple of days have been a little bit better. There's just, you know, you just go through it, but I can't really complain. I've hit the ball hard the last couple of days and working hard in the cage. You know, doing a lot of traject actually, which is against my thing. But I wanted to be on more heaters and be on top of the ball. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days instead of hitting on the field. So it's been helping. You know, just hopefully I keep trending in the right direction.
Right, was there any flashbacks to the postseason? Last year, you guys had a lot of bullpen wins.
That's what I told Kirsten on the field. It's like 5 months ago, we felt like we just saw what they just did. Especially early on in the season, that's hard to do because I know we're not trying to do back-to-backs with guys, trying to keep them fresh as much as we possibly can. But for them to want the ball and go out there and execute, I mean, Kirby's been unbelievable. Blake, I mean, Jack Dreyer coming in and getting big outs. Top to bottom, just an awesome job.
It was a short outing for Roki Sasaki in his Dodger Stadium debut, but the Dodgers still pull it out 7-3. We will hear from Dave Roberts on Roki and the great game from the bullpen coming up. Final here on Saturday night at the Ravine. Let's go inside and hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts, with the media.
Dave, with Roki today, when we talked to him, he was saying he kind of felt like he was missing more on the mechanical side of things. You're kind of wanting you to work through these things. Is that what you were seeing from him with his outing today?
Yeah, but you know, Roki, throughout his entire career, he's been a command guy. He doesn't walk guys. He's filled with strike zone. So I think that you know, right now where he's at, there's some new surroundings. He wants to impress. He wants to pitch well. He's going out there competing. And right now it's just not syncing up. And so we're going to keep working on it. But from the outset, I've always said we believe that this is a process. He's a young player who is first, you know, delve into Major League Baseball, and we're going to keep getting better and go back to work and get ready for a start in Philadelphia. And so right now for me, I'm not going to overthink it and just continue to support him and make sure he's ready to go his next start.
How did you see just the bullpen pick him up?
The bullpen did a fantastic job. You know, just kind of fortunate that we have a day off tomorrow, but each guy came in and did their job. Getting 2 innings from Luis Garcia tonight was huge, and obviously the offense picked us up and scored some runs when we needed to, because that's a good ball club over there. And so for us to win 3 at home was a huge series for us.
How close with this rookie until he's sort of figuring some things out and really be able to show?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows that answer. I just think that you got to just put your head down and try to get better each day. And this next pen, we're going to go back to work. And that's part of the learning curve. And so I don't know when it's going to be where he, if ever, he figures it out, right? Because you're always trying to get better. You should. And so I don't know, but I just do know that I've said it from the beginning that this is a process and we're supporting him every way we can.
佐々木朗希、本拠地ドジャースタジアム初登板で課題露呈も、指揮官ロバーツ監督、心配はない、と擁護、メジャーリーグという大舞台の幕が再び上がり、ロサンゼルス、ドジャースが破竹の勢いで連勝街道を突き進んでいる。シーズン序盤、5連勝という好スタートを切ったドジャースは、今日もまた逆転勝利を収めた。その一方で、日本中の期待を背負ってドジャースタジアムに初登板した令和の怪物、佐々木朗希投手にとっては、少々ほろ苦いデビューとなった。佐々木は序盤から本来の豪腕が影を潜め、いつもの制球力がわずかに乱れた。相手打者に狙いを絞られ、苦しいカウントが続く。試合後の本人の言葉によると、緊張というよりも投球フォームの感覚がつかめなかった、と振り返った。速球の制球が定まらず、武器である鋭いスプリットも本来の軌道を描けなかったと肩を落とした。しかし、ここで悲観する必要は全くない。佐々木自身も、心配はない、とはっきり明言している。デビュー戦の東京シリーズ、そしてドジャースタジアム初登板というプレッシャーの中での2試合を終えた今、彼が次に向かうべき方向性は明確になっている。フォームの修正点を細かく分析し、今後の投球に生かしていけば良いだけの話なのだ。試合後、ドジャースのチームメイトや首脳陣も一斉に佐々木への信頼を示した。特に、キャッチャーを務めたウィル・スミスは、このスタジアムの環境は非常に難しいものだ。だがローまれなら必ず慣れて、次回からは素晴らしいピッチングをしてくれるだろう、と太鼓判を押している。また主砲のフレディ、フリーマンも、佐々木はまだ若い。少し時間がかかるのは当然だが、必ず成長する、と励ましの言葉を送った。さらに、指揮官でロバーツ監に至っては、試合後の記者会見で何度も佐々木を擁護し、朗希は本来、制球力に非常に優れた投手だ。今回はフォームが微妙にずれていただけのこと。焦らずとも、必ず修正して素晴らしい投球を取り戻してくれる、と強調。チーム全体で全面的にバックアップを続けることを約束した。そもそも佐々木朗希という投手は、日本球界でも、令和の怪物、として名を馳せた逸材である。速球、スプリット、スライダーを自在に操るその実力は世界でもトップクラス。わずか数試合の乱調で、その評価が揺らぐことなど決してない。彼自身が納得するまでフォームを調整し、実力を存分に発揮するために必要なのは、ほんの少しの時間と忍耐である。次回の舞台はフィラデルフィア戦。ドジャースも佐々木自身も、そこに照準を合わせて万全の調整を進めていく。この試練は佐々木をさらに強くし、間違いなく彼をメジャー屈指のエースへと成長させるだろう。野球ファンの皆さん、次回以降の佐々木朗希の活躍をぜひ見守っていただきたい。まだ物語は始まったばかりだ。ドジャースと佐々木朗希が紡ぐ新たな伝説の1ページを見逃すな。